Okay guys, welcome to my how to hold video, and in this video we're going to be looking at Mirage, and we're going to be looking at the A ramp, or T ramp, or short A, whatever you want to call it. It's the area from T spawn up the ramp into the A site. In this video we'll be covering timings, angles, positions, grenade usages, pushing, terrorist after spawn positions as well. So let's get into it. First we're going to define what area we're going to be looking at on the Mirage map. So we're going to be covering most of the A site and the Tetris and ramp area, including a little bit of the jungle. So this is from T-spawn up the ramp. It's the only place we're going to be looking at, but we're mainly going to be focusing on the Tetris area and up the ramp from T-spawn. We will not be focusing on either the palace area or the connector area, as these have been covered under other videos. So we're going to look at timings, we're going to look at counter-terrorist timings, and the meeting angle. So to look pretty far down the ramp, which is an aggressive position, it takes you about 6 seconds to get there if you have a good spawn, and if you don't get flashed out. It takes the terrorists 6 seconds to get to the same spot, so that will be the first point of contact if you're both playing aggressive. Okay then. Let's have a look at angles. We're going to look at aggressive angles and defensive angles. So the aggressive angle down the ramp, and then each of the doorways in the ramp. Then you can hold angles from site to parts of the ramp, or from sites to underneath the palace. Now let's have a look at positions. We're going to look at aggressive positions, defensive positions, 1 kill, and AWPing positions. So we've got 1 kill positions up close to the ramp on either side. Under the palace is a good position. In the corner, at the firebox, at the triple stack box, behind the danger box near the palm trees, on the other side of the firebox, and then you've got other positions far away, defensive ones in jungle, and at CT spawn. So this is a 1 kill position, this is a very aggressive position, you can be caught out very easily. This is a better 1 kill position, but they are allowed up the ramp with this one. Here's a good position underneath the palace. Most of you got someone watching the palace for you. Here at the corner, it's a 1 kill position. You're probably better off playing at the firebox here, which is a good position, but you can get stuck quite easily. Behind the triple stack is quite good. You can rotate between palace. Other side of the firebox can be decent if they don't check it. The danger boxes near the palms is a good position. You can be spammed through those boxes. Here is a very defensive position, you can get smoked out quite easily, and the same with city spawn, you can get smoked out, but you can jump on the boxes to see over it if you wish. AWPing positions are from jungle, down through there, and CT spawn. You can also AWP at jungle further back if you wish, but again you can get smoked out and you have to worry about palace. Let's have a look at grenade usages. So we're going to look at smokes, flashes, and incinerating grenades. So all these 1 kill positions have smoke grenades you can use to either get out, or just delay them or hold them longer there. So this is a pretty good one. They won't run through that smoke, or they shouldn't, and if they do you should be able to get them quite easily. Same with this smoke here. It blocks them from running up the ramp. So this is good if you know they're throwing smoke, you just throw the smoke and you're going to delay them so they can't pop out when their smokes are there. If you want to leave palace, you have to pull out a little bit to get a great smoke, such as this, otherwise you may leave a gap on either the right or the left hand side. And that could allow them to get to Tetris without you noticing. So you want to pull out a bit for that smoke. Near the triple stack boxes, you can throw smokes as well that land just at the front of the ramp. So this smoke is probably one of the best smokes. So any smoke that lands about here. And you can throw these from pretty much anywhere on site. So this just stops them, and it's a bit harder to tell sometimes if they're setting up for like a stairs smoke. This smoke is actually there. So they'll throw the smokes and then realize they're smoked out. It allows you a bit more time to set up to stop them. This is not a particularly good smoke, as they can get around to Tetris, as you see on the left hand side. So you want to throw that smoke a bit deeper. From CT spawn you can throw smokes as well that land quite here. Again, if they can get out to Tetris, you're throwing the smokes too close. You want to throw them nice and deeper so they're actually in the doorway. Flashbang, you can do an underhand flashbang here. Pops quite nicely. You can use this either to peek and get info, or to run away. You can also use a back wall flashbang, depending what's easier for you. And if you want to go super aggressive, you can flash up here as well. So this is if they're rotating from B and they're trying to come to A quickly, this flashbang can help. The one kill position on the other side of the doorway, you can do a flash as well. Yep. An underhand thrash, it's a pop flash, you can use it to peek, you can use it to retreat, whatever you wish. A good flash is, if you want to push, you can throw it over the top here. This will flash everybody setting up the smokes. And then you can peek and get them killed while they're setting up the smokes. You can use the Tetris boxes to flash as well. Not a particularly good flash. If underneath Palace, a bunch of flashes can be used. So you just do a dual-handed flash that lands at Tetris. You can use this box, you have to practice these flashes, as they can be a bit fiddly, and if you hit the wrong part of the box, you're just going to flash yourself and not flash them at all. So you can either flash like that, or you can flash so it hits a little pop thing, and pops up. Either of these flashbangs are quite good. If you don't want to worry with fiddly flashbangs, you can flash behind the stairs here. So this is a good flash if they know you're there, you just flash out, and you can peek them and get them. If you're in this position, you can do a dual-handed flash. This doesn't work if they're setting up the smokes or if they're actually in the ramp, but if they're pushed out of the ramp, it's a much better flash. You can use the back wall there. Same, pops in about the same position. If you're at the firebox, you can use a dual-handed flashbang as well. Pops in about the same position as the previous flashes. So it's good for when they're just coming out. You can use the back wall arches here if you pop it right in the middle of the top of the arches. Again, box pops in the same position just above the triple stack boxes. If you want a slightly different flash, you can flash it off the under palace scaffolding. This pops them as they're back below ramp, so this is a good delay flash. If you're behind the triple stack, you can do a dual-handed flash over the top of them. So you can then use this to peek out either side, or you can use it to delay, whatever you wish. You can do off the back wall as well. So these are good if they know you're there. You can just pop it and they'll get flashed. And you can do an underhand flash to one side of the box. So they might be able to see that coming, but if they're expecting a over-the-top flash, they work well. So this flash will flash further down the ramp, but if they're out of the ramp, they'll see it coming. If you're behind the danger boxes, you can flash over the top of them. So using the back wall, or doing a dual-handed flash over the top, depending on what's easier and what works best for you. You can also do the underhand flash to the side. You can actually do this to either side, but I believe the left-hand side works better as it gets further down the ramp. If you're in jungle and you see nades coming, you can throw a flash straight down. This will flash people down the ramp pretty far, and also flash anyone pushing out. You can also flash over the right-hand side. This flashes if they're out on the ramp, like here, or if they're at Tetris or anywhere close. CT spawn, the same flashes pretty much apply. Just throw a flash straight to the ramp, and this will flash people as they're coming up the ramp. And you can flash over the left-hand wall. This will flash people pretty far down the ramp, so this is a better one if they're further down, and the other one's better if they're pushed up. You can do an underhand flashbang that pops on top of the box, so if they know you're there, you can throw that flash and it'll flash them, as they won't be able to see it coming. So for incendiaries, pretty much in the same position smoke's going to be used for delaying mostly. So you can either pop it at each doorway. Just be careful if you're playing a one kill position, they see the incendiary, they'll know you're there, so you might want to move if you throw them if you can. So pop at the doorway here. So you're trying to get the incendiaries into the choke points. So usually you'd pop one of these as soon as a smoke comes over the top to slow down the push. Or to split them up so they come out of the ramp and the palace at different times. This incendiary is not particularly useful unless they're already at Tetris. So yeah, you want to get them more towards the doorway here, so they can't get to Tetris. Once they're at Tetris, the incendiaries become a bit less useful. So you want to bounce it off the back wall there, rather than hitting it into Tetris. If you get it right, you can throw it over this box. Just be careful, if you throw it too high, it will not land, and if you throw it too low, it'll just hit you back in the box. It's probably safer throwing it over the wall here, but you are slightly exposed when you do that. If you're In jungle, you can actually throw it so it hits on top of the Tetris boxes. This is good if you're smoked out, and it stops them going up Tetris to get you. CT, you can throw it just straight down there quite nicely. So let's have a look at pushings. We're going to look at the benefits and detriments of pushing. So there are two ways of pushing. You can either push to T-spawn. So this can be good if you get B calls or mid calls. You can either take B or mid from T-spawn, and it forces them that way. You can push back to Palace. This is probably slightly less useful, as therefore they'll just run out Palace and you have one less person defending the bomb site. But it can be good to clear it out. So now let's look at T after plant positions. We're going to look at the aggressive ones and the defensive ones. So this is an aggressive one. You're actually watching CT spawn, so the rotation from B. This is more on the site, not a very good position. Sandwich is an okay position. Firebox is not a very good position, but it's good if you're stuck. Tetris here is quite a good position. You can pull around the corner. And a defensive position, but great, is back here if the bomb's planted for you. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.